Welcome to Orbit Insight AI. So let's talk about something that honestly sounds like it's straight out of a sci-fi movie, the one-person, billion-dollar company.
Can one single person, armed with just AI, actually build a billion-dollar company? I mean, a few months ago, you would have been laughed out of the room for even suggesting it. But now? Well, as this quote shows, it's not just a crazy idea anymore. It's a very real possibility, and it's happening fast.
Which brings us to the real question, right? Is this all just a bunch of hype, or are we genuinely stepping into a brand new era for entrepreneurs?
All right, let's dive in and figure this out. First things first, who can actually pull this off?
What we're seeing is that there are really two kinds of people. Two main paths for these new solo founders. On one side, you've got your technical genius, right? The coder who's building these incredible game-changing projects. But then, on the other side, you have the non-technical orchestrator. This is the person who is a master at weaving together different AI tools and services to build an empire without writing a single line of code. And that's the key takeaway here. The opportunity is open to everyone.
So if it's not about coding, what is it about? Well, you need a blueprint, a playbook. So what does this playbook for a solo AI-powered business even look like? It's actually a pretty simple but really powerful three-step framework. First, find a problem people already have. Don't try to invent something new, tap into existing demand. Second, make sure your solution is something you can sell completely online. And third, price it as a subscription. Think a low-cost monthly fee that people are already used to paying.
Okay, that framework makes a lot of sense. But it all hinges on having a killer idea to begin with. So where do you find an idea that actually fits this model? Well, here's the cool part. You can use AI to find your AI business idea.
And we're not just talking about firing up one AI and asking for ideas. We're talking about a technique called a model council. Now, the concept is brilliant. Instead of relying on one AI, you bring together a whole team of the world's top AI models. You let them brainstorm ideas, and then, and this is the magic part, you make them debate each other's suggestions to deliver the absolute best concepts.
So we actually did this. We took our three-step blueprint and fed it to a model council, asking for ideas specifically for a massive market like India. And wow, the results were pretty fascinating.
I mean, look at these ideas. They're all pretty solid, but one of them just jumped off the page because of its huge, untapped potential. The AI dating coach. So you know what? Let's use that as our case study. Let's build this company right here, right now.
All right, let's do it. We're going to build this thing. We'll put together our AI team, piece by piece, just like an assembly line, using all these incredible specialized AI tools.
First up, marketing. We got to get the word out with some killer ads. But forget about hiring a big marketing agency or a film crew. You can now use AI tools to spin up countless ad images and videos, all from a simple text prompt. It's like having an entire creative studio at your fingertips.
Okay, so the ads are running. People are interested. Now, when they call with questions, you need a sales and support team ready to go 24/7. Think about this. You can have an AI voice agent that sounds perfectly human, handling all your inbound calls. It can answer really detailed questions about your product, it can close the deal, and it can even take payments right over the phone. And the best part? It never gets tired, and it can handle thousands of calls at the exact same time.
So the business is up and running. Sales are coming in. But now you need to know what's actually working. Where's the money coming from? What needs to be fixed?
Forget hiring a data analyst or spending hours in spreadsheets. You can literally just connect an AI to your sales data and have a conversation with it. You can just ask, hey, how did we do last week? And get an instant, easy-to-understand report. It's that simple.
So stop and think about that for a second. In just a few minutes, we've built a marketing team, a sales team, and a data analyst, a setup that used to require dozens of people and a huge budget. But what if we could automate the boss too?
This is where things really start to feel like the future is here, right now. It's a concept called agent orchestration. Basically, you have one primary AI that acts as the CEO, and its job is to manage and delegate all the tasks to your other AI specialists.
And this isn't just a theory. Platforms are already making this happen. It completely changes the role of the founder. You're no longer the one doing all the work. You become the director, the conductor of an orchestra of AIs. So look, the tools are here. The playbook is here. But what does it really take, in practical terms, to build a business at this scale? When you actually crunch the numbers, it comes down to a figure that might really surprise you.
To build a business that's pulling in roughly $12 million a year, you don't need millions of customers. You just need about 10 to 12,000 paying subscribers. That's it. It's not about massive scale. It's about creating real value for a dedicated group of people.
And that really gets to the heart of it, doesn't it? The biggest challenge isn't the technology anymore. That part's getting easier every day. The real challenge is persistence. A lot of people are going to try this, but the ones who actually make it are the ones who don't give up when their first idea doesn't work out. They're the ones who keep building. Which leaves us with just one final question for you.
Thanks for joining us for this explainer from Orbit Insight AI.